Yo, so I just finished my 7th 250, which is my 0. My Legion level is currently 8521. I cleaned up my Legion board a little bit. Got the Training Legion, and here's the Bossing Legion. This looks dumb, but whatever. What are you gonna do? No more overlap there, at least for now, until I get my next 250, right? But yeah, that's all good. So yeah, let's go into my zeros stats. I have 21k strength, which is with Maple Warrior, which is kind of a lot. 9 mil range. I funded this character quite a bit. 305 Star Force. Spent a decent amount. I spent 26 bill on him, and he made back like 48 bill. So still a profit, but not too big of a profit. On my shade, I remember I saying like somewhere in the range of 100 bill. I don't think that was correct. That was just a guess. But this time I actually recorded most of my farming sessions. I might have missed a session here or there, so it could be a little higher, maybe like 60 bill at most. But around that range of like 50 to 60, I got 48 bill. So yeah, we'll go over my gear. Just Mesa gear and the accessories. I got pretty lucky with the accessories actually. 17 star. I 17 starred a lot of the gear. You're gonna notice. Most of it, more 17 star than not 17 star, just because getting damage helps you so much with training this class. This I rolled 3 line on it, so I kept. Double prime there, nice, or a hybrid, whatever. Another hybrid. I did get quite lucky cubing for drop rate on this guy and Meso. Pretty good cup. Oh, a 12-star pendant, rarity. I also didn't need any more. Since I got so lucky with like hybrids and stuff, I didn't need any more drop rate on this or Meso, so I just left it at 15 unique. Another 12-star, 20 Meso and some strength. I did get an arcane weapon drop on this, so that was nice. I also started to 21 just because, you know, for fun. 0 weapon is really easy to star if you do it early on, so I figured why not, and it didn't cost me too much to get 21, so I guess it worked out. And the arcane sword just looks very cool, especially with the outfit I have on these guys. I'm pretty happy with it. Of all the characters to get an arcane drop on, I'm glad it was 0. But we got the belt, pretty decent flame, 17 stars, 2 line. The hat. Now I wanted to talk about the hat because I rolled cooldown on my hat. I rolled 3-second cooldown, but I don't think if you're just going for a 250 Legion 0, you should. And I don't even think it's close because I think 4-second cooldown is what actually makes the biggest difference. I don't think 3-second cooldown makes that much of a difference. And I'll show you what I mean. So without this cooldown hat, this is the rotation that you do when you train. I'll turn on my skill effects. So you go throw the tornado with alpha and then throw the tornado with beta. But the thing is this doesn't matter for cooldown reduction. Doesn't matter when you're doing this. It only matters when you're only throwing the tornadoes with alpha. So you can throw a tornado with alpha and then teleport down, and like you have to use like 3 skills to be able to throw a tornado again. Because each time you use this skill, the cooldown of tornado goes down. But if you have a cooldown hat, I believe -4. Then you only have to attack once, and you can throw a tornado. So you throw a tornado, attack once, throw another tornado. But to see how long I have to wait for that, doing this method, it is not great. Once or twice at most. But with my cooldown hat, let's see. Once it comes off cooldown, I throw a tornado, TP down, I attack twice. Oh, I attacked 3 times there. Let's try that again. Wait for it to come off cooldown. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and now my tornado's up again. So yeah, with a 4-second cooldown hat, it would be a little better. But when you're training this character, you don't need to do this shit. Like, this is pointless. It's only for like really sweaty rates, and yeah, and it also lowers your damage because you don't get the beta passive. But, you know, just stick with switching alpha to beta, assuming this character is just like a farmer or whatever. If it's your main, I'm pretty sure the cooldown hat helps for bossing or something, so you can definitely go for it. But considering, I think 4-second cooldown hats average like 60 bill cost to get or something, it's a lot. Or maybe that was 4-second with stat, I'm not sure. It's pretty costly though, is all I know. So I definitely regret rolling cooldown on my hat. I would roll over it, but I mean I didn't need the damage, so whatever, I just left it. That's a painful reminder. Got 3 line on the face accessory, hybrid on that, 17 star, decent stats, another 17 star, decent stats, whatever, drop rate, yeah, 17 star gloves with some crit damage and all stat. Really good dex flame on these, but an okay strength flame on them. I did 1 droid on a bunch of my characters, so I'll have hearts on the next foreseeable characters that I do. And yeah, decent flame there, I guess. Most of the things are again just 2 line, but I did go a little ham with the Star Force. I have like, yeah, I mean 300 total Star Force on this character. It's a decent amount, I think. So yeah, we can talk about how many node stones and droplets I gained. Node stones 1826 and droplets 161. Normally I would have expected a little bit more droplets. Normally it's like 1 to 10, so I should have expected like 180 droplets, but I don't know, maybe that theory isn't entirely correct. But either way, I don't really need droplets anyways, so I don't care that much. Node stones, sure, whatever, great to have. But yeah. And Meso, I already said, I got like around 50 bill-ish. 48 bill that I recorded, probably a little bit more that I forgot to record. And that's not net, that's after, or that's, you subtract the 26 bill that I spent on the character from that. And so it's around like 25 bill net-ish. I could have done better. I didn't have to make this character as strong as I did, but it was fun, and putting gains into this character, you really do see your investment pay off in terms of the rates, because the stronger their lightning on the ground that they leave on the ground is, you're gonna have a really good time if that gets strong. Nodes we can look at. Max HS. So for the tri-nodes, I have 6 here. You do not need these 2. This is only for bossing. Doesn't fucking matter. You can just ignore these. The only reason I got them is because 0 nodes are so easy to roll that I was literally only rolling for these 2, and I just happened to get these because 0 nodes are so easy to do. Honestly, it was a blessing doing 0 nodes. But yeah, you want this one, the triple tornado, stormbreak, wind cutter, wind striker, and spin cutter, rolling cross, rolling assault. These are your mobility skills that you use when you're looting or when you're picking up stuff. I don't think I mentioned it yet, but I just did the tornado training rotation for this, so I didn't actually train the class the moving around way. I did the laziest way possible. Chrono Break is really good. It's a bind, gives you a bunch of final damage. Really strong, but pretty useless for mobbing. Not that good. I saved it for E-bosses to make sure I nuke them quickly. Twin Blades of Time, 120-second cooldown. It's a full map attack / iframe if you hold it. For farming, I would just use this as my loot timer. So I would FMA with this skill every 2 minutes and then go loot. That was its main use. Sharp Eyes for that extra damage. Also, getting 100% crit rate on, I believe it was beta, is actually a little bit difficult, so Sharp Eyes came in clutch there. Combat orders is actually really important, so let's talk about why. You can see this skill right here. In the shock field section, it says duration 3, so the duration of the shock field it leaves on the ground is 3 seconds. But when you cast combat orders, let me go back, it is a 4-second duration. So you get a whole extra second of duration on the shock field from combat orders, so that's really good for keeping up your map killing uptime. So pretty good. This skill is just a cooldown reset. It's whatever. I didn't really use that much. That's all I use it as. That's not all it is, but you know. Ego weapon is like just a every 15 seconds you get a little bit of free AoE. It's whatever. Speed infusion I didn't find myself needing much because you're more cooldown gated than you are attack speed gated. When you're switching between alpha and beta and stuff. Didn't find this very useful. I put it in at the end because I had space. And then this teleport thing is, it's good for bossing, I guess. It does a decent amount of damage. I'm sure if you were doing an actual sweaty rotation, you could also use this to train, but I did not. I just slotted it in right when I hit 250, and I did not use it much. But anyways, let's get into the training maps where I trained from 200 to 250. And every single one of these maps is going to be the same thing, and you will see that in just a second. Let's pop our totem here. And we come over here. You can also do this in below the cave. Oh, let me up. Okay. We're gonna go back here for a second. Nice. Put that on a key. I should have done this beforehand, but I forgot. Eastern Cape Path 2. Also do below the cave. Personally, I did Eastern Cape Path 2. They're literally the same map, just backwards. It's you'll be absolutely fine either way. So, if you've seen Zero Training, you know what's coming. It's in literally every map. You send out the tornadoes, and then you teleport down, and you send out the tornadoes with beta. Send out the tornadoes with alpha, go down, send out the tornadoes with beta. And TP. It's important that you TP at least once because it reduces the cooldown of your skills. Oh wait, actually I don't think that matters for this. Because alpha and beta, once you like swap, the cooldowns all get they're all the same. So actually never mind. But yeah, it's very easy, very fast. I actually this map was so good and so lazy that I literally just skipped Reverse City because there's no point in going there, you know? It is not I don't know of any maps. Maybe there is a Reverse City map where you can tornado farm, but if there is, I personally am not aware of it, and I just was more than content to just stay here. And you can see, like this, you won't be getting this one ticking lightning, but if you are, when you do, it's crazy. But you have to be pretty strong to pull that off in Reboot, unfortunately. But I mean, obviously I can because these mobs are way weaker than me. But anyways, skipping Reverse City this time, even though I love Reverse City, that just goes to show how easy and AFK and lazy this map was. We are going to Choo Choo, and we are going to, I believe, Dealy Bobber 1. Yeah, so this map is like kind of Elcup Jr. So let's put our totem down. You can just go up and down, just like Elcup. Oops, sent my tornadoes the wrong way. And you don't get the lightning on the ground here, unfortunately, because the platforms are elevated. But you do get the tornado hitting all these mobs. And it does hit all the way to the end. The only thing you're going to have to be kind of careful for is, as you use these combos, you're going to slowly step forward, so you got to walk backwards a little bit every now and then. But as you can see, those tornadoes, we followed one, it hits all the way to the end, except for this guy, I guess, but it just depends on where you shoot it. I'm sure you can get him if you shoot a little bit further up. But yeah, that's this map. I stayed here till 2:15. Unlike VJ, we are not going to stay here for 10 levels, and we are going to go to Yum Yum at 2:15. This is the map I used in Yum Yum. I went right here. And I just went up and down right here. It kind of sucks because there's some mobs on the right that you don't always reach. Sometimes Ego Weapon can help you reach them, you know? But, you hit these mobs with the big tornado or with just Beta's attack. But if you want, you can also come back here to send the tornado if like a couple mobs spawn up there that you really want to take care of. But yeah, and then if I were to loot this map, we don't see any mace on the ground because I'm too high level, but I would just tap my Q, which is the Twin Blades of Time, and then you Rolling Assault and use the Flash Assault to just go around the map and loot it up. Oh, and I'm not using Sherbet right now, or Sherbet, whatever, the Vacpet, but I did use that on this character. I'm not using it for the loot rotation just so it's like more applicable, you know? It doesn't really matter either way. It didn't make a huge difference, but yeah. So this next map, the map that I personally train in Latch, is Chicken Festival 3. This map is insanely good, with one huge issue. And the issue is the issue is this platform right here. You can see it has like, how many mobs is that? Like 7 mobs on it? Maybe 8? A decent size of mobs. There might even... Okay, well I just killed a bunch with Ego Weapon. But it might even be able to get more mobs up here. What I did is I set up my Kishin. Since I use a Kish Mule to normally train, and not a Totem, I set up my Kishin on this platform and had her Spanish to upkeep Kishin so that she would kill these mobs like kind of slowly. Like I put some gear on but not all her gear on, so then she would kill them like at a reasonable pace where you can still keep up Kishin, but she's also clearing this platform for me. Without you having a Kishin there, I'm not sure how viable this map is. With the Kishin there, it was insanely viable. It was super good. Just ridiculous rates. But I'm not sure how good this map would be without a Kish Mule. I do have an alternative. The other best map, or the next best map that I tried out that you don't need someone killing this platform for, I'm gonna show you next. But yeah, see how many mobs spawn here if you don't kill it. It's just really hard. And then to loot, I would just go down, obviously use this skill, loop around, get up here, and get down here, you know, and go back to tornadoing for the next 2 minutes. But yeah, this map is insane if you can somehow kill that platform. But you will probably need a second PC to do that. Or like a friend who's really dedicated to helping you and just wants to clear this one platform for you. But yeah, if you don't have that available to you, you can still try this map. Maybe see how it works. It might be okay. I would do a battle analysis and compare. But this is the map that I went to. Oh, there's someone here. This is the map that I went to without if I didn't have a Kishin. This was the next best map I tested. And I'm pretty sure, for my Arcana, I just put on, 3 set Superior, 3 set Reinforce, and a decent fan, and I think that was enough to, kind of kill the mobs, but not one-shot them to the point where Kishin is not upkeeping. Anyways, this map, shocker, we're tornadoing. Try to stick to the very edge, because there's no point in going to this platform. This platform right here. Just shoot your tornadoes along, and you'll be fine. So yeah. And then if you want to loot, oh wait, this is on cooldown right now, but just press it and go loot. And the tornado actually does reach this little rounded area that they also spawn on. But yeah, so that map's pretty good as an alternative to Chicken Festival 3 if you don't have a Kishin. And then finally, we get to Arcana. I probably went to Arcana. When did I start going to Elcup? Because Elcup is so good. Honestly, every other Arcana map is so bad. I've tried, which one was it? It was not that, was it? It was... I don't know. I know there's one map here that is... Okay, it is not this one. Oh, I think it's this one. Yeah, I've tried this map, I hated this map. This map was the absolute worst. I would not recommend this map to my worst enemy. Just stay in Latch. that is my advice. Just stay in Latch. Do not come here. This map is so cursed. But when you're finally strong enough for the cavern, you can go to Elcup. And I'm gonna go to a bad channel to see if it's gonna be pretty hard to find a map, but we'll see if we can get one. While I'm CCing, I'll just say that farming as Zero in a bad channel is worse, in like a laggy channel, is worse than farming on any other class in a laggy channel, in my opinion. At least that I've played so far. And that's because Zeros are very susceptible to DCs when they're tagging. So like if I get a lag spike in the channel, and I'm in the middle of tagging, like I'm just switching to alpha, then I'll just DC. So generally, when I'm farming and I'm in a laggy channel, I'll only be able to farm for like 10 minutes before I'm DC'd from the game. So that is something to look out for if you're playing Zero, especially since Elcup's a pretty contested map. It's hard to find a good channel, as you can see right now, let alone even a bad channel. It's hard to find. But oh, we did find one. Awesome. But yeah, that's basically, just be warned, if you're going to try and play this class, you do not want to do it in a laggy channel or with any like lag, because it is just the worst experience ever. You'll be DCing all over the place. But yeah, I mean, who would have guessed that the rotation in Elcup would look like this? One thing that's cool, if you TP up, you don't make it all the way up, but if you TP down into the water, you make it instantly back. And that also means that you don't have to worry about how far you walk, because no matter from where you TP down over here, you'll always go to the top left right here. So even though you walk forward in your combo, you don't have to readjust yourself ever, because you'll always TP back to this one place. EXP rates here are ridiculous, super good. Mesa rates, also super good. Yeah, and then we go to loot. Use your skills. Kill some more as loot. And it's just very, very easy, very relaxed, very self-explanatory. Yeah, Zero is one of the simplest and laziest farmers, especially with Kishin in GMS, or like spawn boosters, you know? So yeah. I'll leave that channel 30 Elcup. I'm surprised I didn't DC during that recording, honestly. But luckily we didn't. So I think that's about all I have to cover for Zero. I can't really think of anything else. I did have a fun time playing it. The mobbing was great, because I just love mobbing that is super lazy, super brain dead. You don't have to think, you don't have to do anything. The bossing, I wasn't a huge fan of. I mean, I didn't boss too far. I only did like up to CRA/HMAG, but you get locked in a lot of skills, like especially this skill with beta. You get locked in them, and like with tagging and stuff, sometimes you just get locked in and get hit by something. It could be just because I'm bad. You can cancel most skills with like a TP up, so you can kind of like, if you want to dodge something, you can kind of TP up and then right or something. But I wasn't a huge fan of the bossing. It didn't feel very smooth to me, or as smooth as like most other classes do. They can bind bosses for really long, which is cool. Their skills look pretty cool. They have really good survivability, and they also have like another iframe here. They're really good, but not necessarily for me when it comes to bossing, at least. For mobbing, they're an amazing class for mobbing. Oh yeah, one more thing I can recommend is put burst step on a key. This will help you so much. Instead of just having to double tap up and double tap left and right, just put it on a key, and you can just hold the direction and tap it once. It makes life so much easier. You can fly around like this forever until you run out of energy. Very cool. But anyways, taking into account all of the pros and cons of Zero that I was talking about earlier, on my tier list, which I base on my personal enjoyment and nothing else. Like overall mobbing, bossing, just how I feel about the class. I would put 0 at probably like B tier, but a high B tier, I think. Maybe like top of B tier, somewhere there. But yeah, anyways, I'm doing Hayato next, and then Jet after that, getting my crit damage out of the way. So I will see you in probably a couple months with Hayato, and then again with Jet, but you can look forward to those. Anyways, thank you for watching. Peace.